A big physical dude with tremendous athleticism, composure, a big arm, and accuracy. And yes, a guy who leads from the front. I love Joe Burrow, but you can go ahead and give Herbert the Rookie of the Year award right now. Tyrod Taylor losing his job the way he did was the worst break ever, but 5 starts into Herbert's career. The Chargers have already found their starter in the next game, JB.
All right, John, thank you so much. Well, let's now take a moment to honor a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame who we lost earlier this week. If nothing else, Herb Adderley was a winner. Drafted as a halfback and soon moved to corner, Adderley spent his career with the Lombardi coach Packers and Tom Landry's Cowboys, winning 6 NFL championships in his 12-year career. That included 3 of the first 6 Super Bowls. He's also a 7-time All-Pro and a member of the 1960s All-Decade team.
It's raining hard out there. It's going to be a rainy game.
81, and certainly from all of us here at CBS, our thoughts and prayers are with this whole family.
The shift has begun. The ante's been upped. To lead the charge. Good. It would be amazing.
Yeah. What up, going to Houston? What it do?
Become the expectation.
It's a big game, boy. Make sure y'all smashing it up, sharing it out. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it.
Now during Ram Power Days, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2020 Ram 1500.
Alright, bet. Appreciate it, man.
Happy birthday. No. Oh, that's right. The day the first, huh? I got them time mixed up. I'm telling you. That's the like 6 times. You can check the house, please.
15% of one car insurance.
You did. Oh, that's right. Oh, I don't know why I thought that. No, I thought yesterday was the first. That's what it was. Yesterday was the 31st. Today is the first, tomorrow is second. Your birthday tomorrow. I'm always getting something wrong. That's always I give you good. I tell you. Where Michael? Who? Oh, it is? Oh, let me call him down. All right, talk to you later, down. Okay, bye-bye. Well, I go say it's a birthday today. Today is the second. That's right, today is the second. Oh, my God. Second, yes. Hey, Gary. How you doing? Where's my grandson? His birthday today? Yeah. Your birthday? And his birthday today? His birthday today? Yeah. Yeah, I called that Chantel said that. And they said, no, my birthday today. Michael's birthday today. Yeah. Chantel's birthday tomorrow. I get these birthday. I got so many grandchildren's birthdays this month. Okay.
What up, y'all?
And Bobby Jr. the 4th.
I'm still here.
And Tony's the 6th.
I'm just sharing my stuff out real quick.
Glenn the 5th?
Thank y'all for coming through. Smashing it up, sharing it out for me. Come
I
on,
got
share.
all this stuff in mind, sure. Uh-huh. What, your nieces? That's 10?
Join the NFL family and make
Okay.
your voice
I
heard
remember
this
that.
election.
Write it
Simply
down.
visit NFL.com/votes, or you can text VOTE to 635-635 to learn more. Twin brothers and Patriots teammates Devin and Jason McCourty are prepping for a big game today, of course, against the Bills. But more importantly, these two have been leaders in the community, making sure that we all get up, get out, and go vote.
Take
When
care
you
of
talk
shit,
about
Mom. I
voting,
am
a lot of
talking.
people sometimes think their vote doesn't matter. I've learned a lot with all our elected officials out there. Sometimes even like a district attorney, when people are getting charged with things, people get angry.
Tell her hi.
"Hey, why
Tell
are you
her hi.
doing this?" You get to vote for
Uh-huh.
that elected
What you
official.
say?
So I just want to encourage everyone.
Yes,
Go
I
out
did.
there, use your
Uh-uh.
voice to vote.
I
Have
called,
some
but you
control.
went.
You
What
can
was it?
decide
You
who
know I talked
runs
to
and who
you.
makes
You
decisions.
telling me I was
And you
my
can
birthday.
inspire the people behind us, the generation who just
Yeah.
turned 18, inspire
His
them to vote.
birthday. His birthday
and
was
use their
the
voice.
Yeah.
As we watch
You're
and we see the
right.
things that are going on, let that inspire
Right.
us to go
Yeah.
out there and
Right.
try to voice our change by
Yeah.
voting in
I
Apple
called
ballots.
you all
We gotta
of them.
talk with our family,
Yeah. I
our
told you
friends,
tell all
when
of them
things
happy
occur,
birthday.
and
Yeah.
we say things need to be different. We want
It's
them
like
to
you
change.
know,
Well,
this
now we
is
have an
birthday. No,
opportunity to do that. And when we go out there and we use our right to vote, we give ourselves a chance to make change in our country
tell my
and
this
make
is
change in
birthday.
our
I'm his
communities all
birthday.
around
My
us.
birthday's
So
on the
you
left.
guys make sure you're registered and make sure when the day comes you get out there and you make your vote count. Don't waste time. Don't vote.
So the McCourty brothers making sure that all voices are heard on election day coming up this Tuesday, and there's no question that those brothers are doing important work off the field. And there's no question you had a chance also, by the way, you knocked him alive at the NFL broadcast boot camp. You found somebody else who's found his voice off the field.
That's right, JB.
Well, he is.
For many, just making it to the National Football
Okay,
League is a life
Michael's
fulfilled.
birthday is
But for those like Matthew A. Cherry, the NFL was simply a stepping stone to finding his real passion. From the practice squad to Hollywood's director's chair to Oscar's big stage, Cherry's journey is one of hard work and resilience, and is an example of excellence after football. Matthew Alexander Cherry. It is a pleasure and an honor to talk to you. So when did the NFL become a dream or a reality?
I went to the smaller school, University of Akron, and I remember it was on my recruiting trip. I had met with one of the coaches, and he was like, asked that question that they always ask on a recruiting trip, like, what do you want to do? And I was like, all right, this is a trap. I want to graduate and, get a good education, right? He's like, don't you want to make it to the league? And I was like, you can do that from here? That was like the first time I even thought about that being like a potential reality.
So what's the journey of a player leaving college and then being placed on the practice squad?
You kind of go from being one of the best players on your team to kind of being an afterthought, to be honest. Like, there were so many things about being on the practice squad that just stood out. Like, they don't let you in the team picture. You don't travel to away games. It feels like this hill that you're gonna have to climb, and you just never know if you're gonna get cut or make it off of it.
What up, man? Sample.
Players in the team picture, and yet, right over your shoulder, you were in a picture with Jay-Z. Can you tell me about that night? Because neither of us have a Super Bowl ring, but one
Yeah,
of us
but we had one last week.
The Oscar does too.
Big Simple shit, me, I appreciate it.
Right, it's Brandon's birthday is 28.
It's the most surreal thing ever, man. We started as a Kickstarter campaign, like just something we were doing because we wanted to give something to kids to feel pride in themselves, and to get recognized at that high level was just insane. Went to a couple of after parties, and Jay-Z always does this party called the Gold Party, where they celebrate, the black talent in the town, and when we went in, it was just love, like, everywhere.
They say here in New York, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. What would you describe LA as?
My early years in LA, being a production assistant, you're like, am I ever going to make it? It was a little extra tricky for me, being a former NFL player, like I was 06, and then spring of 07, I was on set being a production assistant. So I'm this tall, 6'2" dude, built for my playing days, and intimidated, and also like I didn't tell people that I played ball. I wanted to be taken seriously, so I'm at the I'm here to put in that work.
Is it difficult that not only
What
are
up,
you a
Leo?
former athlete,
What it do?
but you're an
Extra
African-American
boo.
trying to not only survive but make it and thrive in Hollywood?
Oh, definitely. In 07 or so, I would do commercials, 120
What it
crew
do?
people. I'm the only black person on set.
Happy Sunday to all of you.
Appreciate
y'all coming through.
Shows that really take pride in inclusion and diversity and things, but a lot of the early shows, man, and commercials and things I worked on,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So what
I'm
did you
chilling
learn
also.
from the practice squad that you took into Hollywood?
My time at NFL really was all about teamwork. You know, that's the same thing in Hollywood. You have to get everybody on the same page for a common goal, and that really is the thing that has really served me well.
You use your voice.
Big Seven,
to
you
speak
know
on
I'm
things
ready.
that matter. Why do you feel like it's important to use
Guess what?
your platform?
Are they
to
ready?
know what's going on in society?
Break it
Wanted to say
down.
that here, because we wanted to see more representation in animation. We wanted to normalize black hair.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling, you
Important
know.
issue that's
That
out
was
there,
football
the Crown
Sunday.
Act.
Yeah.
I got my day off from work. You know,
I didn't know he was nice.
chilling, you
Some
know.
special guests tonight. Stop that.
Trying to stay
You know,
safe
bring
also.
attention to the Crown Act.
I ain't really
Something
trying to
that's
go
really
nowhere right
important
now.
to me. Yeah, you can be up
What's
here
his
in this
name?
moment and make it all about yourself,
Jonathan?
or you can do something that's bigger than you and hopefully change people's lives.
I rise in
Are you ready?
HR 5309.
No, I swear. Oh,
This important bill
ready?
prohibits
Okay, then you go ahead. Now I'll
on
talk
the
to you
basis
later.
of their hair
Okay.
texture and
All right,
hairstyles
talk to y'all later.
commonly
Bye-bye.
associated
Have a
with
blessed
particular
day.
race.
The Crown
Love
Act
you
has
guys.
to be passed in the House, and hopefully
Okay.
we can make it a federal law.
Your resume is strong. You're making an impact. What types of stories do you want to tell moving forward?
You know, I just want to continue doing projects that, you know, the entire family can enjoy. Do inclusion and diversity in a way that kids can see themselves too. Things that have an impact and have a message, and things that hopefully people are proud of.
Speaking of message, you also spoke on the importance of voting.
Like, definitely you got to get out there and you got to vote.
To
Extremely
the thousand
important.
in
You know, I would say
attendance.
this election
All
more than any
across the world.
ones in recent history, just because, you know, people's livelihoods are at stake.
The
And,
million.
you know, sometimes it's bigger than just you. You know, you have to think about, you know, the generations of people that are going to come after you that this election is going to impact.
What advice do you give to these
If
guys
you're
that
not
are
down
starting their
with
NFL
I
journey?
got two
Being an
words
athlete is
for
not who you
you.
are, you know, it's what you do. You know, definitely enjoy that for the time being and do your thing, but know that there is life after football.
Couldn't have said it any better. And I'm gonna just leave you with this. I'll be out in LA soon, so I need a small role in your next project. All right.
Hit me up, man.
There you go, Big Seven.
Not every player can win a Super Bowl.
You know, Michael's birthday today.
In
Yeah,
fact,
I
there are
already
more
texted him.
players that are like Matthew,
Yeah.
that they need to create something
Yeah.
outside of the game. And this
I texted
proves
him on
that when you're
Facebook.
playing in the NFL, it's just a pit stop.
I
You're
know.
gonna
I
have to live the
post
rest of your life after that. You did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been in the league for 40 years, man. You know, it's funny because the practice squad, yes, they're not in the picture because they could be with another team another time. But you're right, something wasn't right about them. Because you're saying, you know, you're gonna be part of the family. Your role is really important. We're gonna take a picture, but stay over there. Okay? But what this guy did was he didn't realize that when one door closed, another door opened. He's living a purpose-driven life, JD. And when you think about what he's done, he's not just lived it, but he's acting upon it with what he's done with the Crown Act. Right now, Matthew Cherry, he is an inspiration to so many out there. That your life is a purpose.
Oh,
And I'll tell you what, he's making something of it. You and I hosted an NFL PA dinner many years ago, and you talked about the number of talented players we were recognizing that the league is full of them. I happen to be hosting the NFL Players Broadcast Boot Camp for the last 10 plus years, and Nate will tell you, abundant talent throughout the league. It just so happened Nate was the star of that boot camp group. There's no question. Hey, folks, Chargers rookie phenom Justin Herbert, though 5 starts, the matter of fact, through 5 starts, has been tearing up opposing defenses. The big arm quarterback out of Oregon is making the case that in this rookie class, he is top 2, not second.
Herbert, this is like a dream, I promise you.
Herbert, huge throw downfield. Herbert's gonna take it in for the touchdown. Justin Herbert is a highlight machine. Herbert does it again. Welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to the Ravens.
You know, there is nothing better than when a young quarterback comes of age. You can see the 6 pass TDs of 20-plus air yards or more.
Not
Tied with
paranoia.
Russell Wilson.
It's the
And
Ravens.
look, when he came out of college, you and I both liked him. You liked him a little bit more than I did. And you're going to show us why he's been so good thus far in his first 5 games.
Well, he's living up to what we thought. And instead of me talking about him, let's just show you what he can do. Here's a 7-man blitz. They cannot pick it up, the Los Angeles Chargers. So Justin Herbert knows this. He gets the snap. Nothing he can do except use his mobility, which is very good. He's 6'6", and then throws with power on the run and accuracy to Keenan Allen for the touchdown. How about this mover, Esiason? Let's play action fake to the left, roll to the right.
Thank you, Leo, for sharing me out. Appreciate it, brother.
Green get about 45 to 50 yards away from it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Seeing and knows that he has to throw it back shoulder because of the coverage and the end of the end zone, and he makes a perfect throw right to the back shoulder of Virgil Green for the touchdown. And here, he ran this play 20 times probably during the week and never threw it to the outside receiver. It's supposed to go inside, but what does he do? Watch how he reloads, tight ends covered. He sees the corner peeking in. He reloads and throws a perfect football down the field to Mike Williams for a touchdown. His intelligence, his decision making, it's always been perfect.
Yeah, his poise is pretty good too. The one thing coming out of college that they were saying negatively about him was that he was an introvert, that he didn't have the personality to be an A-type guy in the NFL. Well, he's certainly proven all of those people wrong as well. All right, with the kickoff just about a half hour away, it's time to set the scene at your game as we take you out first on the field, presented by FedEx for the latest news and updates on your matchup.
JP, has been raining since this morning, and the skies make clear by the second half, but it's always a doozy when these meet. As a writer once said, they don't meet, they collide. One of the great rivalries, if not the best rivalry in the whole league.
I'm telling you right now,
Baltimore's winning, J-Dog.
Smash mouth. You know, these coaches know it. They have such a great time getting ready for this game. They come up with all the great cliches you'd love, Jim. Like, this is going to be your history in this game written right here.
No question. Ben Roethlisberger knows all about that history. And he was last night quite candid about how hard it is to play here when it's normally packed. It's his least favorite place to play, so that's a compliment to the fans.
That's exactly right. It's the respect. You know, he knows how hard it is to come in here and win, and he knows this team is formidable. This is
raining like crazy right now.
Great football teams, Jim. This
is going to be a wet and muddy game.
Absolutely, and of course the AFC North Division lead is at stake here today, and this is the #1 defense. Talking about the Steelers with T.J. Watt, one of the biggest forces, of course.
He has to play great today. His responsibility is going to be taking the quarterback Jackson away in the run game, triple option, but he is a force in the pass game, and if you can get him in that situation,
we're smash it up for me and share it out if you can. Appreciate it, J-Dog.
Jackson. This team's 5-1. I mean, the numbers aren't quite what they were last year. They're 5-1.
Exactly. No MVP comes right back and just all of a sudden lights it up again. The standard is higher. He said it. That shows you how good he is.
Let's go,
They
Lamar.
just have to find
Let's
the
get
rhythm
it.
with this team. A few different players.
LJ.
Team study in the offseason. They'll be fine.
And you got to love
So
their defense, too. They give up the fewest points in the league, and they added to it this week with Yannick Ngakoue.
I tell you what, he does such a great job, Jim. He's really unique with the way he does stuff.
I woke up 2 hours
From the
ago.
outside, inside, that's a steal, I think.
All right, coming up on the NFL today, you're going to be learning a little bit more about T.J.
There you
Watt.
go, Yannick
As the
Ngakoue.
NFL today continues,
First
we're
start as a
going to
Raven.
at the top of the hour
91.
on
I see you.
CBS.
We gotta watch T.J. Watt. He's a beast. And
Not even a pillowcase filled with candy.
No. This
It's
is
Platinum
pillowcase
Prime
full
over
of
there.
candy. Except it's a
Bud
cup full
Dupree.
of candy.
The trick or treat blast.
yeah, man. Hopefully Ravens win. That way we can be tied for first place. And then next week
when you get
we
control
win,
of the
we'll be
virus,
first.
it has ruined
Do it
so
like
many
that.
lives. What would Joe Biden do to beat COVID? Double
You buy
test
P5
yourself
on
so
Thursday,
we can
on
safely
Tuesday?
reopen.
Well,
Manufacture
good luck to you.
PPE
Hope
here
you
in
enjoy it.
America. Restore the White House Pandemic Office. Save the Affordable Care Act and protections for pre-existing
What games you getting,
conditions.
J-Dog?
This is not a partisan moment. This must be an American.
What games you like to play? What games you like to play, J-Dog? They here. Big Simple fixing his food. They'll be back shortly.
Four Super Bowl winning coaches in our 1 o'clock window today. 9 title wins, 14 appearances
Super Bowl
between
coaches. John
Andy Reid, Bill
Harbaugh,
Belichick, Mike
Mike Tomlin, Andy Reid, and Bill Belichick.
This is kind of a Phil Simms rhetorical one. Will one of these men be holding the
One
Lombardi
of them
Trophy once again in
one of them
Tampa?
four
February 7th.
be holding the
Super Bowl
Lombardi in
55 right here
February.
on CBS. Time now for our
One of the
pregame
four.
HQ delivered by Domino's.
DC United is my
And
favorite
as we
soccer
get
team.
more hot takes from around the league,
DC United.
let's bring back the man himself, the Hall of Famer, Jim Rome.
JB, thank you. It is Tua time in South Florida, and yes, I did hype Ryan Fitzpatrick right here a couple of weeks back. He played well.
Who's your
He's an
favorite?
unbelievable dude, but a dude
Who's your
who's
favorite
about to
soccer
turn
team?
38 and is a
J-Dog.
free agent to be, and you do not take a guy 5th overall not to play him, especially for an iconic franchise.
Okay,
It's been
Manchester
irrelevant for
United.
years now. Tua has star written all over him. He's special, and there is no way Brian Flores would throw the future of the franchise in against Aaron Donald and the Rams if he didn't think that Tua was healthy and ready. The move says good is no longer good enough in Miami, which is actually awesome. This is not just Tua's first start, it is the start of an era. And when the Cleveland Browns got smashed by Pittsburgh and fell behind Cincinnati and lost Odell Beckham, all the haters were lining up to take a run at America's team. But the Browns came roaring back to win. Still, some want to question if Cleveland is legit and if they'll be better off without Beckham. Yes, they're legit, and no, of course, Cleveland's not better without Beckham, but Baker Mayfield will be just fine without him. In fact, he played arguably his best game as a pro, throwing for 5 TDs on Sunday. Admit it, you couldn't wait to crack America's quarterback if you couldn't because he wouldn't let you. Just like he wouldn't let his team lose. America's team is now 5-2. Cleveland and I will now accept your apologies once again, and you're welcome. Now, the NFC West is loaded with 4 monsters, so they asked me to pick the best team. It's nearly impossible to argue against Seattle. And I'll give you 3 reasons why. Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson. Sure, their defense is porous, but they added Carlos Dunlap. Jamal Adams is coming back, and if they need another playmaker, they can always turn DK Metcalf around and let him run wild. But you did not bring me here to pick the team that's in first place to finish first, so I am riding with the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray again proved that he is the league's most electric baller, and while Chandler Jones is done. The defense has made huge plays and did so against Seattle, intercepting Russ 3 times. They're 2-0 in the division. They've got a Coach of the Year candidate in Cliff Kingsbury. So, yes, the Cards are the team to beat in football's most rugged division, and I'm really sorry about that.
And the reason Jim is saying Nate is because the NFC West has been quite dominant for the last few years. The division has the most Super Bowl appearances of any division in the league. And yes, even our guy Nate, you know who was going to right here. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. These guys are stout. He said Russell Wilson still the leading goal-getter for the MVP. DK Metcalf leads the NFL football 20 yards, and then Tyler Lockett leads the NFL with 7 touchdowns.
Supposed to be in the NFL right now.
Leaders back on the defensive side of the ball, like Jim said, with Moana. They got everything.
You know, me, I like the San Francisco 49ers for a lot of reasons. One, on the offensive side, it's all about the run. And it's very sophisticated, complicated, what they do. And Kyle Shanahan, he designs his run game. It's game specific. Yeah. It's only for that team and what he can do. And they've done a tremendous job. Great speed on defense for the 49ers.
I like to say Los Angeles Rams are the most balanced team in that division. You talk about their offense with Jared Goff, with Henderson, they can run the football, and they got Woods and Cooper Kupp. And defensively, they got the best defensive player in Aaron Donald.
You know, great minds think alike, and none of these guys got a great mind, but Rome does. So I agree with Jim Rome. It is the Arizona Cardinals, and Kyler Murray has actually gotten out of that funk from a couple weeks ago, and he is electrifying again, and the defense is coming up with big play after big play. So me and Jim are thinking
Speaking of big plays, guys, we got a couple of quarterbacks.
Feel free to come in.
Give us some big plays today. Big Ben, Lamar Jackson. First time these guys have met. You have a 2-time Super Bowl champ, the league MVP. This rivalry game will show us who is the king of the North.
The average NFL play only lasts about 4 seconds. But when you compete in our daily fantasy.
to the Colts' drive-through Halloween celebration that took place outside Lucas Oil Stadium. Has TJ Watt been this year? He's leading the league in tackles for loss and quarterback hits, and also ranking in the top 5 in pressures and sacks. Just the perfect catalyst for the Steelers' dominant defensive front. Now had a chance to catch up with him this week and talk about the significance of the Steelers-Ravens week.
Got 18 minutes, y'all. Two games start.
TJ, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. I got no complaints over here.
So listen, it's Raven week, right? When you first came to Pittsburgh and they talk about playing the Baltimore Ravens, how was it introduced to you?
I remember the AB stretch over.
He's in! Brown breaks the plane!
I remember the Troy Polamalu in the middle of the field.
He's in! Touchdown! Pittsburgh going to the Super Bowl!
Big Hines Ward hits. I mean, you name it. It's just two teams that are badass. I like to say we fly around, we play hard defense, very disciplined football, and that's what makes it such a good football game.
How about TJ Watt, another forced fumble? TJ Watt, a splash play. They did it again, didn't they? And chopped the ball.
Great job by TJ Watt, tomahawking that ball.
There's a reason why you have led the National Football League on forced fumbles since you entered the league. And I want to show you the video, and you kind of walk me through the punch out and how you apply it. Talk me through this.
I think just trying to use my fist and strike down on the football is what's been most effective for me. And as you see in a lot of these clips, I'm in the chase. I'm in behind the running back and kind of looking down at the football and using my fist and striking down at it while securing the tackle with my left hand.
Did you talk to JJ about it? Because your hand usage, it looks almost like a defensive lineman's.
I don't know if a lot of the stuff comes just natural to me or if it's just from watching him that I just kind of knew what to do with my hands. And then just continue to just kind of ask questions from him. But did a lot of letting me just figure things out on my own, which I really respected him to not just force feed me everything and kind of let me figure stuff out the hard way as well.
Good luck, brother. Good luck, Logan. You know, how you rule in Pittsburgh, PA, there's a great history and lineage of linebackers. I'm going to ask you about the linebacker history of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, TJ?
All right. I hope I do well.
All right, here we go. Who has the most sacks in Steelers history?
James Harrison.
James Harrison. Ding, ding, ding.
I count one
All
right.
right, here's one. Here we go. Who has the most interceptions by a linebacker in Steelers history? And I hint, he's an outside linebacker back in the 70s.
Jack Ham?
Penn State, ding, ding, ding. Yes, you did. All right, here we go. You just broke the record for most sacks by a Steeler in the first 4 seasons. Whose record did you break?
Greg Lloyd?
No.
No.
Lamar Woodley.
Wrong.
Okay, that's all right. When people ask me about TJ Watt, they said, who does he remind you of? Well, I'll tell you, there was a linebacker back in 1996, and in 14 games, he had 13 sacks. Who is this linebacker? He had 13 sacks, TJ, in 14 games.
Chad Brown?
Chad Brown. Did somebody whisper that to you?
No, I'm the only one in the room. Nobody whispered it to me.
Good luck on Sunday. Wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure sitting down talking with you.
You know, the one thing about TJ, you talked about going against Lamar Jackson, the discipline that you have to have, not just in the rush lanes, when they do that read option, there's a mesh point in there. You just wonder today, with the rain being out there, could there be a chance for that mesh point to get messed up? So look for turnovers to be a big part of this game.
I was going to say 2 things, Coach. Number one, very good, objective interview. And number 2, you're no Steve Harvey or Alex Trebek, I can tell you. And Phil, you know what it's like playing in a game like this as a quarterback versus these 2 defense.
Sure, I do, Boomer Esiason. And Bill Cowher, I loved how you yelled at TJ Watt during the game. It's a new technique. I got to learn that. But they're the head coaches. And guys that never get any publicity for the Steelers defense, which is very good, is Stephon Tuitt, plays it on the defensive end, along with
Cam Hayward and Tyson Alualu. They set everything up for the linebackers, stop the run, and allow those linebackers to run free.
Yeah, and Coach, you mentioned the mesh point and him being able to get that ball out. I believe that more defenders are going to be taught that way. The old school big shot, it's over because they're trying to protect players. You wrap up with one hand, punch it out with the other. They'll see if they can get some turnovers.
Peanut Tillman started this back with the Chicago. No question.
Peanut punch.
Peanut punch.
And the NFL Today picks are presented by Allstate. The question is, this isn't rhetorical, I feel. Who will protect home field today? I'm taking specials. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm taking the Denver Broncos over the Los Angeles Chargers.
I got the Pittsburgh Steelers underdogs over the Baltimore Ravens.
I remember playing with a third-string quarterback. The team played better than we have all season. I'm going with Dallas over Philadelphia.
Hey, Bill's having 4 in a row, by the way. Go ahead. I am taking the Pittsburgh Steelers with Coach. Huge game for Lamar Jackson today. And we'll kick off just a few minutes away. I wanted to give you credit for having 4 in a row.
Did you hear that, Booker?
I heard
4 in a row.
We will. And with that in mind, Nate,
we're going to get you right out to your game next.
You push the limits. You defy convention. You turn every ask into an answer. The Ram Rebel, Ram Power Wagon, and the all-new Ram 1500 TRX. Why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. The power has shifted.
Now during Ram Power Days, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2020 Ram 1500.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. Save 50% when you pay per mile with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Let's take.
Plan. You were ready. Now execute it. November 3rd, Election Day.
We're counting on you to
All right,
do your
bro.
part and vote.
Appreciate
At
it.
our stadiums across the country that are now polling places.
Or your local polling place around the corner.
One player can make a difference. We need every player on our roster for this election.
Vote today. Vote.
The NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Steelers and the Ravens. Let's get you out to Baltimore with our announcers, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson.
JP, it's a true
Sports
rivalry.
Prediction
Yes,
Channel was
indeed.
good.
The toughest team wins. What a game it's going to be here. First place in the
Welcome.
AFC North on the line. The undefeated Steelers. The last
Thanks for
one
smashing it up.
taking on the two.
Share it out for me if you haven't
AFC
already.
champion,
Appreciate it.
Baltimore Ravens. Hello,
The game is about to start
Tracy
in
Wolfson.
8 minutes.
Looking forward to presenting this game to you. And yes, you look back since the Ravens came here to
Well,
Jersey
7
City.
minutes
The
now.
rivalry in the regular season. Look how closely matched it is. Separated by a grand total of 7 points aggregate. It's just amazing. You know, a year ago, Baltimore swept the games, Tony, the 2 against Pittsburgh. Steelers were without Roethlisberger.
Everybody doing today. Everybody doing good today on a Sunday
Everyone knows about this
afternoon.
history, right? It's the rivalry. It's like smash mouth football. This is defense. This is run the football. With it being wet today, this is going to be about the ball.
It's all
You can't
good.
turn the
We
ball
good.
over
We
in a
good.
short field. Otherwise, this thing
We
always
just
comes
gotta
down to one
play
possession. It's
our
gonna come down
football.
to the end.
I mentioned Ben.
So,
He told us how much he missed this.
Don't try
rivalry
too hard.
in the 2 occasions
Stay
last year
within the
they-
game plan.
He did, and
What makes us
he
great.
respects the Ravens. He doesn't like coming to play.
Keep
here
it
because
Raven
they're good.
football.
But he
Don't
says
try to
it's
play
very
Pittsburgh
rewarding
football.
when you go on the
Play
road and beat a team
ourselves.
that you know is this well
You know,
coached and has a
do what
chance
we
to,
do best.
win the Super Bowl. Both these teams
Run the
really
ball.
do. Especially right now. They
Set
look
up the
good down
pass.
for it.
They got
Play
great
good
defenses.
defense.
The Steelers front seven.
Great
Very
special
dynamic.
teams.
The guys on the edge.
It's wet out here, muddy.
Watt, they can bring it.
Limit the
You're
mistakes.
exactly right. This front seven is outstanding.
Try to limit the turnovers.
On the edge, Bud Dupree,
You know?
TJ Watt, they're relentless.
We got
It's a
TJ
run, it's a
Watt
run.
and
Yeah,
Dupree
no
on the
contact
edges.
with the quarterback,
We
and
gotta
they
be
won't stop it.
mindful of
It helps a
that.
lot when you have
And
these
you
guys
got
in
Cameron
the
Haywood in the
middle.
middle and Stephon Tuitt.
Even a lot.
That's a front four right there. So you know, we gotta stay on our head with the swivel today.
For at least 4 yards on
Lamar gotta watch his back.
Well, the
We
Ravens
good on the left side. We already know
Let's
that.
talk about Lamar Jackson. the
Big
MVP,
Megatron got the left side on lock. Don't worry about the Orlando Brown side of the ball, the right side. Left side on lockdown.
Everyone talks about it like, oh,
Ronnie Stanley
it's not quite the same
signed his
as
contract,
MVP season last
so he can
year.
be with us
Like, well, nobody has an
more
MVP
years
season
now.
every year. And I think with this
Hey, Warpath in the building. What it do, Warpath? Bang, bang, Blackbird gang. You already know. It's the Bird gang.
Really good. He's a 5-1 quarterback, and I think they're only going to get better.
Well, during the bye week, they went out and got a neat.
What it do, Warpath? How you feeling, my brother?
Just a short stint up in Minnesota. You remember him for the state.
Make sure everybody smashed it up and shared it out for me. Appreciate it. Calais Campbell and his teammate from Jacksonville, Yannick Adogwe on the field together. I can't wait. Teammates. Now we got 5 and Calais got 4 this season.
And they're going to give him after the quarterback.
It's gonna be great.
This guy has 5 sacks. We're acting like he wasn't playing well or something. He's still been he's playing at a very high level still.
It's time to do Project Smarter by the Home Depot. Talk about high level, Tony. How about the top targets for the quarterbacks?
Well, Juju Smith-Schuster, everyone knows about him. He does all the little stuff that winning players and winning teams do.
We gotta watch Juju and Claypool. Claypool been dogging. I've been looking on his videos.
Look for him in the passing game.
Run the ball and stop the Steelers run. There we go. But it ain't even stopping the Steelers run. It's stopping their receivers. They got some, man. Claypool is a beast. Claypool, I think, is better than Juju.
Yeah, I get the ball down the field today. I really believe you have to throw it over the top of this Ravens.
In my opinion.
And the Ravens must create big plays, you say.
Yeah, but that all starts with this one play up the middle. The Ravens need to get that.
You gotta create big plays. Create them. And limit their big plays. And they gotta beat our blitz. We can't blitz too much. But enough. Can't go blitz crazy on Big Ben. Because he can kill you. We know years past that's how it's been done.
Late show the night before the election. This is an important one. This is an important one. Plus, John Oliver, new Monday on CBS.
Yeah, penalties. No penalties. Try to limit that. The ref now, that's what you got to worry about. The refs y'all like be sometimes helping people against us. I said it 3 weeks in a straight when the ref helped the other team good up the field. I'm telling you. But we got what we gotta do is the mental sound. Don't give referees anything to say, because they're gonna help any chance they can. We just gotta do our job. Score touchdowns, score points. If you can't score touchdowns, get field goals. But we gotta score, gotta stop them and continue to do the same. Keep Big Ben on the sideline. Run the ball. Mark Ingram's not playing today, he's out. So we have J.K. Dobbins and Gus the Bus. And probably see a little Justice Hill today. I'm not sure. Yeah, turnovers will be big. We gotta create some turnovers for ourselves. You know, some forced fumbles, some picks, you know. Turnovers on downs is good. Hey, whatever. I want to see a return in a return game for the Ravens. Kick return or punt return. I ain't see that since since the Chiefs game with Duvernay. I need a return. These are times I miss Jacoby Jones. You know what I'm saying? Jacoby was the X factor at that. No, we can't mess around with Pittsburgh. They undefeated for a reason. But they have holes they have to fix. Everybody in the secondary ain't good. We can exploit that if we play smart. Their defense is their front seven. Minka Fitzpatrick is the best thing back there. I think, at the secondary position. Playing safety, you feel me? Hey, my man Derek in it. What's up, Derek? The gang is here. What it do, OG Derek in the building? Welcome. Just in time, my brother. Just in time. Make sure y'all smashing it up and sharing it out. Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all.
For the 25th time in the regular season.
Thanks for coming in.
All-time.
Let's get this thing rolling, man. Let's get this thing rolling. I'm ready. On this rainy day, I'm ready.
Domino's knows a thing or two about.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna give me a cup real quick. Try to put my soda in it. Attack Big Ben and make him, we gotta attack him and force him to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We can't let Big Ben sit around or run around playing backyard football like we have in years past, because he can still do that. Don't think Big Ben can't do that because he's old. He still can play that what he used to. And I think his arm is way better than it was before the injury. You feel me? I think the injury and time off helped his arm strength. He's throwing the ball faster and powerful than before. That's crazy. Huh? Okay.
For you.
Well, Jim, the Ravens found a way to get better during the bye week, and you mentioned it, the acquisition of pass rusher Yannick Ngakoue coming back home to Maryland. We were told he will play about 40 plays, basically more in passing situations. And then they went out and they signed your former teammate, Tony, Des Bryant, to the practice squad. No timetable for when we will see him actually
the water is blowing there.
But he did play the role of number 11 Chase Claypool this week in practice. The Ravens hoping both of these acquisitions will help them down the stretch of the season, Jim.
I can't wait to get Dez Bryant, man. Dez Bryant should be playing next week. It's too quick for him to play because, he's been out 3 years. He ain't ready right now.
Pittsburgh won the toss
we go.
and deferred. Last week
Okay.
they wanted the football at Tennessee, and they went right down the field and scored on a long
Chris
drive.
Bird is kicking off. Ravens receiving the ball first.
Because the weather, they want
Ravens got the ball first. Okay, Duvernay. Kick is up. Touchback.
Flies 7 yards deep and will bring up Lamar.
All right, coming to the 25-yard line. Let's get it. Here comes Lamar in the game.
Overall, as a starter, you see what he's done at home. Exactly half of that, 12-2. Yep, he's been something special, hasn't he? Just an amazing start to his career. He's going to begin with, by the way, Gus Edwards in the backfield, because Mark Ingram is inactive with a high ankle sprain and might take him out of action for more than just a week.
Here we go.
A Ravens team
First and 25.
24 quarters this year. And as you said in the pregame show, no trail to one game. That was against Kansas City.
Gus Edwards, 4-yard gain.
We'll just get the Romo report now on what to expect.
4-yard run by Gus.
Steelers been running this defense for a long time. Ravens need play action because the Steelers do a great job of boxing
2nd and 6.
everything in. I call it internal pressure. And when the internal pressure starts with these guys on the outside, you're going to see Watt and Dupree go like this and box everything in the run game and the pass game. And then from there, here comes this guy, Vince Williams, right in the middle right there.
Yeah, Gus gonna curry this game.
Coming right at you.
2nd and 6. Here we go.
The 2nd and 6. And a quick toss to Duvernay, who was unable to hold on to it.
Incomplete. Duvernay.
Sets up the 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Incomplete.
This is a tough spot right here for Baltimore because, to me, 3rd down in this game with these conditions, just catching the ball, Jim, watching them in warm-ups, it's tough. The ball is wet.
Yeah, the ball is wet,
see it on the
slippery.
screen, but it's been like this
It's gonna be
all
crazy.
morning. And even when it touches the ground, you're snapping right there. It just comes across to the quarterback, receiver. It's about the ball today.
J.K. Dobbins comes in.
J.K. in the backfield. J.K. Dobbins. Empty backfield. Interception. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
With the touchdown on the pick 6.
Pick 6. Pittsburgh scored. Dang.
Wow, what a start for Pittsburgh. 3rd play of the game, Robert Spillane, who came in for the injured Bush, was
Robert
the starter
Spillane.
the first time last week. He makes the play, jumping right in front to take it home.
Well, you'll see. We talked about the internal pressure. Vince Williams comes in. Lamar tries to look off, but Spillane reads his eyes and just takes it.
He was sitting there. He was waiting for it.
Pittsburgh.
He shouldn't have threw that.
The first quarter, these teams have been
He was waiting for that pass. It was 2 people right beside him, right there in the middle, waiting for him to throw it. Any one of them could have picked that up. Those Steelers players sitting right there. I wouldn't have threw that.
3rd snap today.
That was bad throw.
Who returns it? And Lamar has been intercepted for the first time in his career in the first quarter of a regular season game.
Wow, that's a tough day. That's the 3rd and 6. You look at Vince Williams, we talked about earlier. He starts here, he comes. Well, here's Spillane. He's just going to come over here and take
Look at the replay. Look at the replay. He watched him. He knew it was going to him.
Jim, we talked about right before, the box on the outside. Then here comes Spillane. In the eyes, and you feel that guy coming right there.
The number 1 defense stepping up. You saw it. It's the first ever pick 6 thrown by Jackson. And this was the team that Lamar had the most
turnovers are huge, man.
As a starter in his young career.
But the game not over, just started. We got time.
7 when they had the matchup.
Nope.
And in Baltimore with RG3.
He ready to mess out of that, man. He knew it was going to him. What up, Dubs? What it do? Thanks for coming through, my brother.
Well, they have because their rules really.
See, RG3 about to tell him. RG3 saw it. Thank you, RG3, for pointing that out. Good player, good player. Now.
Pittsburgh's defense is built for rules. They don't know who they have. It doesn't change much.
54 seconds into the game, and the visitors put up 7.
Lamar's gonna be good.
So much talk about how much they were losing with Bush out for the season with an ACL.
But I mean, even when we were there, we saw it. I mean, Bush is obviously a great player.
Yes.
But Spillane is coming in and doing a wonderful job. I mean, remember the first game, he had 2 hits we could hear up here.
Yeah.
Just in the run game, and he's going to be in there on 1st and 2nd down. He can hit, and sometimes on 3rd down they'll move him out, bring Allen or someone else in. Gilbert when he's healthy.
Second-year player out of Western Michigan.
Here we go, here we go.
Right in the middle of that defense now.
Gus in the backfield.
Little play action down the middle they go.
Let's go. Good catch, Miles Boykin. Good throw, Lamar. I like that boy. He never shaking. I like his attitude. He ain't shaking about nothing. That's why I mess with Lamar. Come back and do the same thing. Throw the ball. First play.
Use that pressure so when a guy leaves that area, Jim, you just throw it right there in that area. You want to come after us? Go ahead. Watt hits him again, though. That adds up.
Here we go. 1st and 10. We at the 39.
Low snap. He gives it to Edwards.
Okay, Gus, 3-yard run.
Yes, the Steelers defense
Here we go.
already establishing its
2nd and 7.
across the league as you look
Oh, they
at
got
the
4.
starters.
Good.
Number
2nd and
1
6.
overall defense,
4-yard
giving up
pickup by
only
Gus.
286 yards a game. Number 1 in sacks. Number 1 in quarterback hits. Number 1 in tackles for losses. It's pretty impressive.
Never said number 1 that often, Jim.
They're doing it all. And you saw Dupree and Watt. You highlighted leading into the game. And again, they go to Gus.
1-yard loss.
For a loss. There's another one. Now, the 49th tackle.
They knew it was a run.
Put up by the
I would have play acting that thing. Play action.
Well, watch the edge here. This is why. Most teams are like caught in between. He doesn't care if you're going to go ahead and hand this ball off inside. You're going to hand it off? I don't care. I'm running right at you, quarterback. Well, guess what that happens? You have to hand the ball off. His rule, this is the responsibility.
Absolutely, yeah, he had to hand it off. Either way, he was going to get hit.
Do what you're supposed to do. Hand it off. You feel that?
3rd and 7.
To it with the great tackle. 3rd and 7. And again, terrific third down defense the last few weeks. And with
Lamar's on.
able to spin away. And he's going to end up picking up about 1 yard. Was that a late hit? Nick Fitzpatrick.
Flag, late hit, out of bounds.
Does not like the fact a flag was thrown.
Let's go. Yeah.
Silly play.
Unnecessary to roughness. 15 yards, right?
Got him off the field. It's hard enough to get first downs. You can't give him anything. This game is
Okay, 7-0 over the Jets. Okay, Big Temple.
That's how
Appreciate the update.
field position and get points.
Even though I can see it right here on the TV, though.
2 yards in. Oh, there's the hit.
It's Hayward. Yeah, it's not. It's bad. It's Hayward. That's the right call. He's going out of bounds here.
Yeah, Minkum had
Personal
pushed
foul.
out.
Unnecessary roughness.
That was on Cameron Hayward.
It's not good unless they talk about he landed on him.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's Brad Allen, the referee, but I kind of think it's the hit by Hayward.
It 100% is.
Oh, they called him on Fitzpatrick. But it was Hayward.
By Hayward the same way that Jackson does. But that's big for Baltimore, especially after.
That's good for Baltimore. Let's go.
All of a sudden, I'll come out. You'll see the end with a little push, but no, that's a penalty on Hayward.
Well, regardless,
Here we go. 1st and 10.
all the way to the Pittsburgh 42 and a new set of downs.
We had the inside the 50 at the 42. We at their 42 now. RPO. Shotgun.
Officially to Hayward.
J.K. Dobbins. 3-yard pickup.
From out the 37.
This is just a play that going into the game that sets up everything. In the opening, I said if they can run that play just straight downhill and get 4, 5 yards, it sets up everything else. That's where the play action comes from, because now you got to get that internal pressure.
Here we go.
Vince Williams.
2nd and 6.
Middle, Spillane,
Oh, they're getting 4. Okay.
Opens up. If they cannot run that play, Baltimore, it'll be hard today.
Mikey's seeing a lot of Dobbins today, the second-round pick. We had a couple of touchdowns in week 1. Very promising. They fake it to him and sidearm and it goes to Ricard did not hold
flag
on the marker.
Patrick Ricard missed the ball out of the backfield.
3-snap penalty on the Ravens.
False start. Ravens decline. Pittsburgh declined it.
Illegal formation foul.
Illegal formation.
Backfield number 79 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
We were talking before the game that the Ravens in 6 games had only trailed in 1 of them, and that was the game that they lost to the Chiefs. Every other game they never gave up a lead.
No, I mean they've literally been in the lead 100% of the time.
Now it's 2nd and 11 now.
The first time, like you said, since the Chiefs game.
I run the ball again.
John Harbaugh there. These are 2 of the best coaches in the NFL.
So they probably expect them to throw the ball right here.
The rules are easy for the players, but yet they can be exotic.
2nd and 11. Stepping up and
Let's go. Willie Snead. Let's go. Let's go. Need for Snead. 34 yards. Need for Snead. Let's go.
Well, this is strictly Lamar Jackson. I mean, you feel the pressure slide out, and he just buys enough time for Snead. It's a great effort by Swain to get there, but Willie Snead, outstanding job protecting the ball right there. In a game like this, you get a big play, you've got to protect it. Baltimore's in position now, Joe.
Yes, indeed. First and goal. Jackson still has it.
Lamar. 4-yard pickup by Lamar.
Coming up to make the stop is Cameron Sutton. This rush defense of the Steelers.
Second and goal. Here we go.
Has faced a challenge the last couple of weeks, making 3 weeks in a row. They had Cleveland 2 weeks back when Cleveland came into the #1 rush offense in the league, held them to 75 yards. Then took on Derrick Henry last week, who led the league in rushing, and they held him 42 yards below his season average, was 75. And now the Ravens are #1 in that category.
How about that call? There's 3 in a row for the Ravens. I mean, that's a tough stretch you're going to have in the NFL this year.
Second and goal. And hit back right at the line. Jackson was
Third and goal.
hesitating, and he ran into it.
Yeah, Willie Snead open right there.
It's a
He wasn't even looking.
It's supposed to be a shovel pass. But the problem is the young guy, Tyree Phillips.
Tyree Phillips ran to Lamar.
He's done a good job, but he kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, we can call the tackle by Phillips. Not down by his right guard.
He couldn't throw the ball because he's pulling, right? He's supposed to be in front of the running back, but he's kind of guarding him there.
But he's been impressive, the rookie from Mississippi State.
Third and goal. Yeah, Snead open.
6 yards out.
He missed him.
Pass is on.
Touchdown, Ravens! Miles Boykins. Let's go. TD. I know, right?
I mean, this is a big-time throw by Lamar Jackson. So watch, you're going to see pressure here. And this is where he's so special. He'll go up and go out. But watch Lamar. He's going to feel it. And let it go right there, Jim, right before it goes.
Good throw, Lamar. Good throw.
He just throws a corner route perfectly on time.
Good throw. Good catch. Good route. All that. And the pressure was coming.
Obviously, we know it hasn't been run game, but that was special.
Kick is up by Legatron. Justin Tucker scores 7-7. Let's get it. Thank you, Miles Boykins.
It's 7-7 in the first.
I told y'all about the Dolphins. Don't put your faith in them.
My name is Henry, working within Amazon.
He's his first star.
I immediately saw the challenge of climate change.
Y'all gotta know who we playing against.
Sustainable, but when you have a truck covering over 300 miles, or you have flights going hundreds of miles, it's a bit more challenging. We are letting the data guide us to the best solution. It's inspiring to try to solve a problem that nobody else has solved.
I heard Ryan Kerr requested a trade from Washington. Is that true?
Now jerseys are washed and tied.
I saw it on the NFL app.
Let's be honest, these jerseys need.
Is he requested to leave? You don't want to be there no more?
It's got to
Tell him come to Baltimore. Come to Baltimore, Kerrigan. We can use you.
I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm. Being a champ has its perks.
Here's the deal, Patrick.
Hey, Baltimore, go get Kerrigan.
Surprisingly great rates.
We got two more days.
No favors, just great
Get
rates.
Kerrigan.
Okay, fine. I'll let you wear the ring, but only for a day.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Jobs versus Bobs. Your choice.
Yeah, Derek. Boykins woke up. I've been waiting to see that side of Boykins up. 2 years now. Somebody smacked Boykins in the back of the head like, get it together.
When it comes to this rivalry, I remember James Harrison one time telling us in a production meeting, there's so much hate, it turns to love. It's respect. And the rivalry continues as Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass.
Ravens versus Steelers.
Consecutive games.
The big bullies are gone, but it lives on. You know, the Hines Wards, the Palomalos, James Harrison, Larry Foote, Lamar Whitman, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Chris Collison, Suggs, Lodi Nata, Kelly Greggs, Timmy Jernigan, Bob Scott, Darnell Ellaby, you know those people, Antonio Brown, Mike Wallace. Give me turn. I'm okay, thank you. Flag. Okay.
So Roethlisberger comes onto the field for the first time since the coin toss. He's been sitting on the sideline for about 20 minutes.
I always hated this when I walk around. I'm like, oh, just don't hold me down. I'm going to go back to the 10 or 12 yard line.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, Big Ben, he's been setting marks. He's become the most tenured Steeler in most games played.
Big Ben bringing it out.
Last week he had
a flag with Pittsburgh.
Victory as a starting quarterback.
First and 10. At the 13. They had the 13-yard line. They had 13.
And McDonald. As they're still trying to figure out exactly where to place it.
15.
Well, Ben hasn't played against this Baltimore team that often. They've switched up with defense.
Okay, first and 10 at the 16.
The old days, a couple years back, we used to play.
Again, he missed both games last year out with that elbow injury. As Connor tries to swing it outside.
Let's go.
Great lateral movement.
No game.
Defense, and let's get the Romo report. In this matchup, Pittsburgh offense against the Baltimore D.
Yeah, well, in this game, Pittsburgh does not take that many shots downfield. They'll sporadically throw them in, but they throw quickly and often. I think right here, secondary be physical at the line of scrimmage. You're going to see these receivers, guys outside.
One yard loss for Pittsburgh, second and 11.
Do not let them get going. Crossers over him, and he runs up and out, and he just reads it across. Be physical. Get your hands on it. Don't let them throw quick.
That was madness. Well done. Here's Ngakoue on the field for his first.
Oh, yeah. Incomplete.
Hit right at the knees, incomplete of Eric
Ebron with the drop.
And this is
third and 11.
I think it's
Ngakoue, what it do?
Right there, coming right up. But this is what they do. They just have a little out route. The ball comes out of their hands, and the ball's a little low, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to be really accurate. I know it's not raining, Jim, but the ball touches the ground. It's
Here we go.
very wet on the ground. So whenever the ball touches it,
Let's go Ravens.
feel that. And the
We got pressure on it.
It's slick. You saw Ngakoue. Traded to Baltimore from Minnesota for a third and fifth during the bye week. Third and 11. Going with a deep ball and no over the head by that generates a flag. And Marcus Peters says, what?
And this is exactly what I said in the report right there, Jim. You got to take shots against this team. Watch how heavy they are on you. They want to stop the quick passes. Peters is going to kind of lay his body leverage, almost expecting a slam.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So it bails out a third and 11 as Peters called for the pass interference, trying to defend James Washington.
Well, you see how he's underneath? There's a little hold on the back right there. Washington just running a go route. And the Steelers team, they're pretty smart. They adjust well. Ben's going to have to take some hits and throw the ball down the field. It's going to be tough to throw the slants against this team coming out.
Here we go.
Heavy with
That's a helper. Can't help them. Not at all.
First down at the 30.
Fumble! Fumble!
He may have gotten it back away from Peters. Looked like Peters was going to make the recovery, and then Claypool fought for it.
Well, this is the guy who's going to get the ball over and over. You're going to play tight man coverage. Claypool is like 6'9", 300 pounds.
Let's go. Ravens got it, baby.
Claypool, who was a 3-year
Good job on that first fumble, Ravens.
Touchdown earlier. Coughs it up here.
Marcus Peters Scripted and recovered it. He forced it and recovered the fumble. How about it? Yeah, MP Juice, man. Let's go. Yeah, he brought that juice. See how he made the play? He got flagged, came back to work, forced the ball. That's how you play football. Erase it, restart. MP Juice Man, Marcus Peters, baby. See, Marlon Humphreys taught them good. Marlon Humphreys taught everybody how to get that ball out. But you could thank Mr. Peanut himself, Charles Tillman, who started the Peanut Punch. Y'all know who Charles Tillman is. The old Chicago Bears corner. Yeah, him. See, Big Simple, what we do, we don't put our head down. We go to the next play, erase the bad, and start over fresh. Come back with a great mindset. See how that go? Think about it. Lamar threw a pick, right? Pick 6. Came back, threw a touchdown. Marcus Peters, flag, pass interference, come back, forced fumble, and recovered it. Come on, man. It can't get no better than that. Next play, it's always that. Next play up.
Go to NFLShop.com and gear up.
All right, Lamar's back on the field. Let's get it.
Sponsored by Visa. Shop local, because where you shop matters. The all-new Hyundai Elantra, our most advanced Elantra yet. And by Modelo.
James was good, a.k.a. Jameson Builder. James Money. What it do, my brother? Make sure you smash the like button up for me.
Well, they looked during the break.
Share it out.
Claypool was in a catch.
Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it, James.
Confirmed with
Claypool got stripped.
Chiefs territory confirmed.
Good job, MP. All right, here we go. We're at the 44. Gus the bus.
Again, up the middle.
Up the middle.
For
4-yard gain.
4 yards up the middle.
What up, Damien? What it do? Welcome. Appreciate you coming through, Damien.
Run the ball outside.
Smash it up, share it out, everyone. We haven't already.
It's Lamar Jackson, right? Everybody, look at me over here. And this play is what really kills people over and over again. And then Lamar kills him for 40.
Well, they've got a short field for the 13th time this season. They've scored touchdowns 8 out of 12 times when they've started on this side of the 50.
Okay.
This time,
Gus the bus.
Run up the gut for 3.
3-yard pickup. Whatever, Damien. We're going to see, Mr. Damien. Better worry about what Chicago going to do. Tyree Phillips, banged up. Right guard.
Step aside here. 7 minutes.
3rd and 3.
We go in the first.
Tyree Phillips, banged up right now. What up, Big what up, Scans? Burgundy Gold fan. Oh, day in the building. What up? Damien, you worried about the wrong thing, Damien. You need to worry about what Chicago about to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Scan, share me out. Appreciate it. Make sure everybody share it out and smash it up. You know, thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate it. You wasn't saying your O-line was trash when y'all was undefeated though. You was bragging, yeah, we 5-0. We 5-0. Chicago 5-0. We better than all y'all. Then y'all got that first loss, came back to reality. That your O-line was trash and your quarterback is trash. And half your receiver cores are trash. It's all good, Damien. Keep that same energy, sir. And then what Wolfpack say? Keep that same energy. Navy is fucking buff. I mean, hold on.
3 at the Pittsburgh 37.
And nobody's better on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 3 at running the ball and doing first down.
3rd and 3. Hold on, Dubs.
Situation. And you'll see Vince Williams blitz right here. He started back and then he runs right up the middle.
It's Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. J.K.
And shut down near the 10. What a great run. And a couple of key blocks, too, by Andrews and Boyle.
Well, they needed Vince Williams to blitz there because watch on the edge. 86 out front, Boyle. Right there. Chops down Vince Williams and then Spillane. Can't quite get to the edge. Dobbins out the gate. They're learning now. You see that block right there by Boyle? As soon as Williams popped out of there, Jim, they gave Boyle the opportunity to get leverage on him.
And you saw the one then after that by
It's like a 13-yard run right there. Oh, 32 yards. My bad. Lamar keeps it.
And knocked out by Hayward near the line of scrimmage. Let's get an injury update from Tracy.
Well, Jim, one note, the Pittsburgh Steelers right now playing without Tyson Alualu, who is dealing with a right knee injury on the bench with an ice pack in it. Deontay Johnson was in the blue tent. They were looking at his hamstring, and I just got word that Tyree Phillips has a right ankle injury, and his return is questionable.
Well, Alualu, you see him there. He's been really an underrated star of this defense.
Jim, you're right. This is a huge thing because now all of a sudden you got Bugs going against Skura, and I think that we can run inside now.
Second and 6. Jackson has the ball back out of his hands. Still down. Fight for it at the 3, and I think the Steelers have it.
Fumble.
That's why they don't blow the whistle. They're not sure, right? But this is, he's got a chance.
Pittsburgh got the ball back.
I think this is a fumble, Jim. It looked like it.
Pittsburgh gets a takeaway.
He got knocked down from behind.
With the recovery, it's Dupree.
Bud Dupree. Come on, man.
That's half the fun of the new house. Seeing what people left behind in the attic.
Well, sitting on homeowners insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun too.
Oh, tiny dancer.
They left a ton of stuff up here.
Well, enjoy your house.
Nope. No, thank you.
Geico could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
I'm just gonna grab a burger. Oh, you think that's a bad move? So you're saying I should go to Subway for a delicious footlong? Amazing speech, Coach.
I know.
Now in the app, get a free footlong when you buy 2 because it's footlong season.
This is Nest Audio from Google, but someone wants to bring a little bounce to their house.
Hey Google, play this on all my speakers.
It's the Google Whole Home Funkifier. Introducing Nest Audio from Google.
Hold on.
Being a fumble was not anything that you have to second guess.
One yard game by.
Forward.
No, Dupree comes back and he actually hits the ball while it's still
On the way back.
on the way back. Yep. Just great job of communication on defense. Dupree, great effort. Art just has to get that out sooner. Today's the day where you can just run. Just go get 4. It doesn't hurt your team. This is where Pittsburgh is taking some shots this year, Jim. Backed up near on the end zone, handed on first. All of a sudden, make it look like a run, or it's a screen, or a shot type of play.
It's another running play to Connor. This time he's able to find a lane, and he's going to have a first down just outside the 14, going behind David DeCastro, who's back after injury in this game.
Yeah, and DeCastro, that's huge. He's a fantastic football player, pulling there. And this is, watch 66 just come across. He seals it. That's a slow developing play. That's risky. But you know what? The Steelers who take shots there, they know the analytics of Baltimore. Baltimore's so good at knowing your tendencies in situations that I think Pittsburgh looked at themselves and said, we have to change up certain things. Talking to Ben, he knows the analytics.
Over 730 punts this year in the league, and not a single one's been run back for a touchdown, and that's got no chance there to return because the kick is short and sideways. And it's going to be just inside the 50. Let's see, maybe down here at the 43. Well, 39 yards.
Let's see what I missed.
7-7.
What up, Zeke? Welcome. Ready, Ray, what it do? He said, Big Ben. Yeast infection, Danucci. Damien got a diaper rash on. Uh-oh. Stop wearing them wet diapers, Damien. I can't do the Streamlabs drink. I don't have the laptop with me right now. How everybody doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy Sunday to all of you. I know, Damien, but it's asking for my code, but it won't show on my phone. I know I can do it on my phone, but it's not popping up.
Touchdown on the first 3 possessions. During the break, the officials respotted the football. said it went out of bounds at the 48.
I'm gonna try to fix it later.
Pleading their case.
Probably halftime. I'm
So
gonna try to
34-yard
put it on.
You see how they changed the play at the line?
Here we go, 1st and 10 at the 48. Let's go, Gus.
Edwards going outside. Not a common sight. Usually north-south runner.
Good job, Gus the Bus.
He's got a gain of 6. And here's the next gen stat powered by AWS.
6-yard gain by Gus Edwards.
In-breaking routes, we keep saying, linebackers, go get these guys. Be prepared for Lamar and everybody else. Earlier, Boykin on the end cut. Here comes the dive play right at you. Everyone, linebackers, suck up and then throw right behind them. And you saw that on the end cut.
2nd and 4. Jackson's first option taken away, and now dancing around and slipping away from the Steelers.
1st down. Let's go.
Just past the marker.
4-yard pickup by Lamar.
By Pittsburgh, because they know this dive play, they like to go here and throw the in cut. We just showed you. So what they do is they have the safety in the corner, both guard the same guy. If he comes in, I got him. Most teams, the corner's guarding him, right? And the safety's out in the middle of the field. What an adjustment from the first drive. Same thing on the defensive line, but in the secondary, we adjust them.
Look at these steps right here.
Did you go?
You see how he tiptoe? 1st down, out of bounds.
Tickle toes Tony. 1st down, face left, looks long, and yes!
Lamar sack.
Hammered at the 50 by Tua.
Tuitt's done a great job.
Okay, no sack. He got the ball away.
Stanley down.
Ronnie Stanley down. Oh, man.
Lost one lineman, and this is Stanley who just
his leg got rolled up.
5-year extension for $112 million. Their left tackle and one of the best. Ronnie Stanley.
Good hit, Bostic. What's up?
You're already down. Phillips is out of the game. And saw on that play, McCary got beat by Tua.
We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from State Farm.
You can't have that. Okay, DJ Fluker. Guess we're subbing for him for now. Zeke says, Skins, how about them Cowboys?
A lot of concerned looks on the faces of the Ravens. See Willie Snead, closest, watch on the left side.
T.J. Watt.
Also, my gosh, it was T.J. Watt who just collided with him. Accidentally trying to make an assist on Tuitt's takedown.
Ready, Red, tell him.
They're bringing out the cart.
He got rolled up on his ankle.
For Ronnie Stanley.
Don't look too good.
It is the question that matters the most.
Ronnie has caught it off.
Ronnie Stanley, and wish him well, and the Steelers do as well. Saw a couple of players like Hayward and Tuitt come over. Claypool came off their sideline. Ronnie Stanley, they put an air cast on that leg.
I tell you, Jim, he's one of the best in the league in his position. That's a huge loss, and I'm glad he actually his contract for that. Although
just Friday,
he'd come back.
2nd and 18. Here we go.
He's going to be okay.
So what they do now, they're down 2 linemen. Remember, Phillips went out with an ankle injury earlier in this quarter, so they bring in DJ Fluker, put him at right, and Orlando Brown goes left. 2nd and 18. Again, they got a hit on Jackson after he threw it toward Boyle.
Incomplete. 3rd and 18.
The problem is you can't double team everybody in this front.
Yeah.
And that's right now you have a couple guys down, and you're going to find one of these 4 guys is going to get home, especially when they send the internal pressure I talked about earlier. All that does is make it one-on-one across 5 offensive linemen. You send Vince Williams in the middle, guess what? Everyone's one-on-one, and someone's going to beat their guy quickly.
They had 2 linemen put on inactive, not make the game list. And Bredesen and Colon Castillo, so now they've lost 2 to injury. They're down to 6. And here's the hit on Jackson, a wobbler that gets caught.
Mark Andrews with the catch.
Andrews, wow, was that dangerous? The hit by Watt. And it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that was a very dangerous throw. And
I couldn't drop it. Couldn't get onto my Well, I have it set up on my computer. I don't have my computer with me. I gotta tap it so it gets tap from my other device.
Yep, we're after 1 in Baltimore.
If you hear the song I sing,
I'm gonna try it again.